If you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. My name is Derek Forston. They call me Mr. ILF. And my wife and I, we go all over the world showing people how do you take folks from homeless to hopeful, and how do you do that in a shared living environment. So every Saturday at 10 a.m., we come live just to show you guys how can you walk off your job this year if that's what you really desire, by doing something that you probably already supposed to be doing. Most of y'all love God, you love people, and you've been trying to get into real estate. And that's what Shay and I want to teach you guys how to do. Tell the folks who you are and what you do.
Listen, I'm Shanya Shane Forston, better known as Shay, and I am an ILF owner and operator. And guess what? I do this out of a nonprofit organization model, a 501c3 that obtains grants, that gets a whole bunch of donations and a lot of other resources from external organizations that help us thrive as independent living facility owners and operators. And not only that, Derek, that opportunity and those resources that come into us help to better develop my ladies that I house. So I house women in the Angela Denise Foundation under 501c3. But guess what? My model is no different. My structure of my ILF, the way I operate my ILF is no different from the way Derek operates his. So again, I'm excited to talk all things nonprofit when it comes to the ILF model, as well as Derek talking all things for profit when it comes to the ILF model. So you're tuned in with the trademark holders of the Independent Living Facility Model, Education, Training, and Consulting. So we are excited to share what we know, who we are, and how you can make an impact while making an income.
Absolutely. You heard the lady. So, and watch this. Guys, it's so stupid affordable. Watch this. The regular admission is only $197. For lunch and learn, I'm going to feed you, and I'm going to answer every question you got, right? In a coaching style, very laid back. Come in your jeans and your T-shirt. Don't get all dressed up. We had a lady come to one I've been shopping last one. She had on a full priest like prom dress. We was like, whoa. She thought we was throwing a gala. I don't know. This is a lunch and learn. Bring your jeans and your T-shirt and your sweater, right? But for the 10 people that want to see it, guys, it's only $297 for the lunch and learn from the ILF creators, and for you to get a chance to walk through. Meaning, I'm gonna let you be a little intrusive to my people. And that's why I ain't letting 30 of y'all come. I'm picking 10 people that get that VIP ticket. We gonna walk you through it. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to pour into you, and then we're going to drive to my property. And we're going to show, actually, we Shay's property, because it's going to be her program. And if I feel real good that day and I ain't going to guarantee it, I may throw in a second tour of an active ILF, which will be my men's facility. But I'm promising y'all this. You will go to the one we bought, right? Because I want to show you guys the rehab pictures of what that piece of junk was before Shay spent $70,000 rehabbing it. So some of you guys have questions about fixing and flipping, right? Buying a property and fixing it to do this. That's what Shay did. Correct. And guess who was her lender? Me. I do DSCR lending, which stands for debt service coverage ratio. So you can go find a house for $700,000 and you don't need it all. You bring 20%, I'm going to cover the 80. We go to the closing table together. We going to say congratulations. So I am an asset-based lender too, if you didn't know that. So, okay, if you find a building for $100,000 or $100 million, I'm going to give you 80% of that because I'm a lender when it comes to asset-based lending. Some of y'all didn't even know that.
So information without implementation brings stagnation. So you're stagnant. And we know that still water stinks, right? So you want to keep moving. So don't just have information and not implement it. I
always love that when she says still water stinks.
Still water stinks.
Right, so let's not be stagnant.
Exactly. It's like a pond or a moat. Yeah.
Because, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to go fast. And I may do another one in Orlando, but I think we should. Maybe not. I don't know, but I just know that this one's going to sell out fast because we're not going to do a big one. I want to make this super intimate. And y'all know me, like that real number. I love to speak out the sold out rooms, 300, 500 people. I love that. But when it comes to like these lunch and learns and getting more, what I call intimate with the people, I like that 30 and under, right? And then the 10 of y'all that go to the house with us, that coaching goes deeper. Yeah. Like, how can I coach you on something you ain't looking at? Mm-hmm. So most people, the light bulb comes on for them when they do the tour. Because every time we do the tour, and my cameraman catch it every time, somebody says, wow, Derek, I hear you talk about this all the time. I'm on your YouTube. I join all the lives, but bro, being here, oh my God, I see what you mean now. And they all say the same thing. Derek, them people ain't crazy. Y'all, I never told you they were. Yes, we deal with a mental health population, but no, they're not crazy. Because guess what our number one rules are? You must stay medication compliant. Yeah. And y'all gonna meet some of Shay clients who are an absolute riot, meaning funny and like jokey and all of that stuff. And some of them gonna want to tell you their story. Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna make them do that. But Shay kind of already told them what's happening. And one or two of them are already ready to tell y'all their story. Now, if that comes, we'll let that happen. If it don't, we ain't going to push it. Exactly. But we want you to see what a running independent living facility looks like from the nonprofit standpoint. Take it over, Shay.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. What I love about having the walkthroughs done at the ILF that we own is because of the space, right? All of our ILFs are very spacious, but we have an area where we can just walk away and not be in the presence of our residents and be able to really talk candidly, right? Answer your questions, give you information on the why are you there, right? You can ask. My ladies at this house are very, like Derek said, very open. They love to have conversation, so you don't have to worry about, all of them except for, I think I'm getting moving on Monday. So again, they're just sweet ladies. You're going to enjoy them. You're going to enjoy the camaraderie. You're going to feel a sense of, the house is so peaceful. I tell Derek this, I had some move outs, and since those move outs, the air is lighter in my ILF. And it's not that they were bad residents. It was just the difference in mindset and the way you had to kind of tiptoe through the tulips around the other residents. And it made for my ladies to not feel super at ease. And now it's comfortable. Derek's mom and I spent the day over there on, I think was it Friday? Friday, me and his mom were over there just hanging out, sitting on the couch, talking, having a great time with the ladies. And you all will get to experience that as well. So I'm excited about opening the doors to the Angela Denise Foundation.
We're also going to let Shay share with you all how she pours the love of God into these women through makeup day, pedicure day, right? Manicure day, all of massage day, spoken word while aromatherapy is going on. So Shay does a lot of that stuff from the nonprofit side. This year, y'all, don't tell Shay, but I'm going to try to get some of my clients, my guys, to get haircuts from the lady that come and do her men. So I want to steal Shay's idea, and I want that same pampering for my guys so that they can get a shave and a haircut.
And she's all for
it. Makes sense, everybody?
She
I remember many years ago when I started my program, one of the first things I started was a clothing closet. Yeah. And every piece of clothing came from my house. My older T-shirts, the ones that I didn't like because the collar got too loose. The pants now because I lost a little weight. Yeah. The belts that I've changed over the years that I don't wear anymore. Those 6 pair of shoes that just sit in my closet that collect dust. That's where you're going to start your clothing closet from. So that's a great gem. I haven't said that in a long time. Every one of you, Jermaine, that has a housing program, clean your closet out today. You women are a little bit worse than us. Y'all will keep stuff for years that you don't wear. That's where you now turn that bad habit into something that can be given to somebody else that's going to come to your ILF with only the clothes on their back. If you see a pair of shoes in your closet you ain't worn in 13 months, guys, we got to add that to your clothing closet. Watch this. So now when you introduce yourself to the case manager, you're going to say, oh, ma'am, not only do we provide a nice place to live, but we also provide a clothing closet, as we understand a lot of people y'all going to give us only have the clothes on their back. So what we love to tell people, because we always going to show the love of God. Actually, I'm going to back it up. If you new to us, we want to please God. We want to help people. We want to be respected by the community while we doing it. And I also want you to make enough money to feed your family. Because that's what me and my family is all about. Every business we start, I don't care what it is. Does it meet these parameters? Does it please God? Check. Does it help people? Check. Will the community respect me while I do this and bag me? Check. And can I make enough money to feed my family? If you don't, you probably on the wrong YouTube channel. Because everything we do, every business we have, all 8 of them now, they all please God and help people. And just 7, 8 years ago, nobody knew who I was. And not because I'm so great. Forget about Derek. It's this housing program that's changing the lives of people. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry, this is so off topic, but it's so necessary, right? And this is, I'm sorry, guys, I have to, because my phone's going crazy. And this is why it's so important that when you start something and you brand yourself, make sure you trademark yourself. Because I'm literally going back and forth right now with someone that swears down that we're a part of some other company that's using our information. Like literally.
He's mad at us because
he's mad at us because, and I'm gonna go out there and say it. At Group Home for Newbies, apparently is using our name. They're using Forston Consultants in whatever they're doing, and he paid X amount of dollars, and he's coming to me for a refund. I don't have your money, sir.
Completely wrong company.
I don't do no business with no other companies outside of Forston Consultants. Okay, so sir, if you are listening to me, and this is the importance of trademarking, guys, because now guess what I got to do? I got to send a cease and desist to Group Home for Newbies. Sorry, coming at you. You cannot, like, this is
another topic for another day, but that's some great information. That's why we also trademark our stuff. Like, so anyway, welcome to our live broadcast. Don't wait to be great.
Sorry.
And we discussed independent living facilities, which we've trademarked, and things like that can be stopped because we got a legal team too. We'll talk about that stuff later. But if you love God, love people, love real estate, this is it, y'all. I am no different from your pastor. Your pastor loves God and helps people. He just got a microphone and speak to a bunch of people in a building. I speak to thousands of people a week through this internet.
Hey, what's going on, family? Please make sure that you watch our webinar, which is the first step to getting started. So just text the phrase more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. Text it to that phone number. That way you get that free webinar, but also it leads to a discovery call with me and my team to see how we can get you started. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it.
I'm back, you all. The cool part about it, like I like it when live stuff like that happens, because that you all can see it and you guys know how transparent we are. That is crazy that somebody's asking us for a refund or something he bought somewhere else. And that's why, guys, we are the best in the business at this. Had he bought it from me, he'd almost be probably thanking us for what we're doing. Because as you guys know, we're live 7 days a week, whether you buy something from me or not. God told me years ago, Derek, if I give this to you, will you go and teach it? And I told him, yep. I said, God, if you change my life, absolutely. So for all of my new people that have no clue who I am no genius. I was just literally a social worker that was just begging God to change my life using real estate. I saw a lady doing this the wrong way, y'all. And that's where I got the vision to do all of this. Here is me as the social worker, which now I'm y'all big brother. But this is me at my job begging God to change my life. These are the conditions that he allowed me to see. So I love to tell people that God showed me my dream through a lady that was doing this the wrong way. So I saw a lot of the rats, the roaches, and the filth and the grime as the social worker. And as I was making $28,000 a year, God showed me a lady that was making 41 grand a month doing this. And if y'all can see these pictures on the screen, this is what I saw. And because I knew y'all weren't going to believe me, I took pictures of it. Can y'all see my pictures? I ain't real techie, but can y'all see this stuff? Because Shay not here now. Two of y'all say, yeah, Derek, I can see this stuff. And y'all, I took a Saturday just like today, many years ago, when the girl told me, she said, Derek, I'll never teach you how to do this. And it was a lady that was coming to my hospital all the time to get these clients. And I begged her for years to teach me. And one thing I really like about that lady, y'all, she kept it real with me. She said, Derek, I'll never teach you this, bro. She said, you keep being the social worker. Talia, she said, Derek, you be the social worker and I'm going to do me. You keep sending those people. And one day I said, boy, enough is enough. And I took a Saturday just like today around the same time, actually, probably 9 years ago now. And I said, wow, like, and I went to place to place to place. And the first thing that I noticed that it was a lot of people in one house. That was the first thing that kind of blew my mind. The first time I opened the door, I saw 13, 14, 15 people in one place. I immediately knew that was the wrong way. And when I saw a lady sleeping on the kitchen floor, y'all, that's what kind of took it off of me. And I'm honest enough to tell y'all, I sent the lady there. Now I'm going to just call her April today. I went and visited that place all them years ago. And I said, April, what are you doing here? She's like, Derek, you sent me here. And y'all, she was grateful just to have a place to live. I immediately felt bad about it because I had never seen the inside of one of these, what you call group homes or housing programs. I just was a social worker and worked behind the desk. And y'all, the part that broke my heart the most, that y'all, she wasn't even mad she was there. She was just glad not to be homeless on the street. And she took me, I said, well, where's your room at? That lady took me, Miss Rachel, she took me to the kitchen. And in front of the kitchen stove, she had a 3-inch mat about 3 feet long. She said, Derek, this is where I sleep at. And y'all, as roaches are running in and out of that bottom drawer of the stove, you know where y'all keep y'all muffin pans and y'all cake pans at? You know, when you used to cook your cornbread in? Roaches are running in and out of that stove. And that's where her bed was, y'all, a mat. And she was paying $750 to live in that place. And as a social worker, I said, game over. I got to get out of here. Because guys, remember, this is the same lady that eventually showed me that she said, Derek, look at my phone. She went to her Chase Bank app and showed me 41 grand every month. If you made 41 grand a month, would that change your life a little bit? And the cool part about it, y'all gonna notice that the longer you hang around us, we don't talk about the money that much. I just got to tell you where it came from so that you don't think I'm some genius. Because we found out money follows ministry. Money also follows mastery, and we mastered the art of independent living, which is that shared environment for adults that are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. So these are not group homes. These are not IDDs. These are not assisted living facilities. It's none of those things. So in less than me being with y'all in less than 30 minutes, do you guys understand so far that I found a housing model that involves the love of God, real estate, and you helping people, and it's not a group home? We're housing military veterans, elderly adults, women escaping domestic violence, and if this is your genre, teenagers aging from the foster care system. Now, some of y'all should be celebrating right now in your living room because you thought you needed a license. So did I for all those years. That's why I kept the job as a social worker. So I'm going to take a quick commercial break. I'm going to see who's this making sense to. We'll be right back.
Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my master class that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there.
Don't wait to be great, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Because remember, I'm live 7 days a week at 7 p.m. Y'all be great, and we'll see y'all next time.
If this is your first time ever joining us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Second of all, I hope you're enjoying the content. But probably most importantly, I want you guys to text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086. That's going to give you our introductory webinar that breaks all of this down. And it also gives you a call with someone on our team to answer every question you have before moving forward. Because remember, I don't want you to buy nothing before you have a clear understanding of what this is and how to operate it. So one more time, text only these 2 words, more info, to 407-326-0086, and you will get an immediate download. You click that. You put your name, email address, and phone number, instant download. After watching that webinar, which is about 55 minutes long, first of all, it's going to change your life. Second of all, make sure you book that call, and then you join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel right here at Forston Consultants, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's go. Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my master class that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there. The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase "more info" to 407-326-0086. One more time, if you text the phrase "more info" to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text "more info" to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Hey, Derek, I just want to ask, what's the biggest benefit of independent living facility?
Well, in my opinion, the best form of real estate is shared housing. That's why we invented the independent living facility model, because we view it like this. Why get one house and rent to one income, right? A family usually, mom, dad, 3 kids. What the ILF model does, it allows you to take that same 4-bed, 2-bath home and take 8 people from homeless to hopeful. That's the benefit of shared housing.
So what's the secret to being so successful in the ILF housing model?
The biggest secret literally that we have, and it's kind of no secret because we always say it, we keep God first, right? We love people and we love real estate. So we live by this thing that says that we want to please God, right? Because we believe that if you do that, man, everything else can just fall in place. We believe in helping people. And that's something that's actually in the Bible. God says that when you do unto the least of thee, it's like you're doing it unto him. We also believe in being respected by our community while we're doing it. When I first started this, guys, nobody knew me. Today, we're really well known, but not because of how great I am. It's because of the housing program that's changing the lives in the city in which we live in. And then the last part about it, I want you guys to make enough money to feed your family. So one more time, we believe in pleasing God, helping people, being respected by the community, but I also want you to make enough money to feed your family. And you can do that while doing the independent living facility model. So just text "more info," just those 2 words, "more info," to 407-326-0086. And that's the first starting point. David, I know you're not there yet, but remember I told you to act in faith. And while you're doing all the homework that I told you about earlier, always be looking for a property, whether that's on Zillow, Realtor.com, Facebook Marketplace, or word of mouth using your social media. Always be looking for a property because you just never know when God's going to say, "Go, it's your time." Yeah, I remember that. But, and you won't believe it, but I actually found a property and it's in one of them HOAs. And see, David, I can tell already you haven't been listening because that's one of my major rules is that we never start an independent living facility in an HOA or a community association. Because always in the fine print, it's going to say something about you can't run a business inside of here and you can't not sublet, which is the entire model of what we do. Does that make sense? Dennis, would you happen to have a list of things that, you did wrong in the beginning when you first started your independent living facility? What kind of mistakes that you made? David, that's actually a great question, right? Even coming from you. I wrote a book that's entitled "How to Avoid the ILF Fiasco." And in fact, David, it's the 12 dumbest mistakes that are ever made. And because I didn't want other people to make them, I put it in a book. So go to forstonconsultants.com. That's again, forstonconsultants.com, and check it out. That's where you can find all of our ebooks, all of our coaching, and more information about live events. Well, I'm going to just have to do that then because that sounds like a good starting point to me. Hey, Dennis, I was watching one of your replays on your YouTube channel, over there at Forston Consultants, and you said something about paying us as an affiliate if we refer somebody to y'all and they get the coaching, you will pay me. What does that mean? David, do you listen or understand anything we talk about? And yes, that's true. We'll literally pay you for using your affiliate link, that if you drive somebody to us, for the coaching and they get it, we pay you 40%. We started that last year. Not sure how long Derek could continue to do that, but David, get in now. Text the word affiliate to 407-326-0086. Fill out the information and you're in. It's that easy. Wow, man. That's a heck of a deal, because basically you telling me if I refer somebody to you for your one-on-one coaching, you're going to give me 40% of that. So Dennis, in your professional opinion, since you trademarked the ILF, which is the best population, or probably which is the easiest population to serve when I want to get started with my ILF? Well, if you're asking me my personal opinion, I love the elderly adults and military veterans. They're super independent. They don't usually need much from you. And again, they're just easier. People that are more settled in life, meaning age-wise, they just typically are a little bit easier than your younger crew. So, but I always tell people also, right, choose your population by what your community is dictating. Where I live at in Orlando, Florida, it screams for military veterans and elderly adults, which just so happens to be my favorite.